Welcome to my blog this November 2025. My name is JanStephen James Cavanaugh. And for those of you here for the first time, a few words of introduction. Otherwise, skip to about the halfway mark of the tape to pick up today's blog. I hold a doctorate in the field of human development and have the markings of an old man much traveled and maybe a little wisdom. I think of myself as Doctor to Planet Earth Humanity. Somebody has to do it. As my patient, I offer my observations, diagnosis, prognosis, most particularly on the matters of war and warming. These I regard as existential threats to my patient, according to the numbers on present course. They are the same thing, an assault on Mother Earth, patriarchy gone mad. Time for a balance. As the prophets prophesize, I am hopeful that planet Earth humanity will grow into a law-based civilization as the great books command us, and an age of peace. The good news, we, planet Earth humanity, got to begin to think of ourselves as a whole. With the power of the World Wide Web at our fingertips can make it happen. And that unrealized planet Earth humanity global will, if you will, is what stands between us and an age of peace, which means we live in a law-based civilization. Now, what I observe is that the governments on planet Earth humanity may be well-intended at saving us. I'm not so sure always. From the catastrophe that awaits our great-grandchildren by the numbers. There is no middle ground going forward. The alternative to an age of catastrophe is an age of peace. And that can only happen from the ground up, without voting for it. A lot of work to do to make that happen, but it can be done. Planet Earth humanity reaching up for what already has been given, reaching down, justice. We all know that. If you live in a safe neighborhood, it's because justice prevails of some kind or other. And so I imagine us getting into a global conversation to make that happen. And I offer my words to that effect, because we are living in an epic ending time. That's just true. The only question, the existential question before us is, what will the next epic bring? And you live in a time, you all live in a time when you can direct that epic. That power is in your brain, it's in your awareness, it's in your fingertips, it's in your footsteps. Look what you do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if the next epic upon us was an age of peace? Today's blog, speaking of peace and matters of war, is about the state of Palestine and is entitled State of Palestine, written November 2025. When I heard the news of the October 2023 invasion into Israel by Hamas, a jerk in my gut, I could still feel it, at seeing the size of the operation. Perhaps a Tet-like event to change the story. I was there, as Tet did. Win every battle and still lose the war, remember? Palestinians no different than our grandfathers and grandmothers revolting against the English. A David and Goliath story. In a war-based civilization, this is how we settle things. But here's the fly in the ointment. For according to the Trump peace plan, Hamas is to disarm. Makes sense. The question is, to whom? Israel assumes to it. It's understandable why we have that position, given their intent. Hamas is retaining its right to bear arms to be surrendered to the State of Palestine. To right a grave injustice, Hamas's focus is to establish a state of Palestine. That's always been its purpose. Now, the problem is the state of Israel does not want that to happen. Let's not fool ourselves about that. Let them starve for the sake of the greater Israel project. Treat them like dogs they leave, Moshe Dayan said. Hamas standing by its purpose, Palestinian statehood, like George Washington staying strong when the war seemed against him. It's time we the people, USA and the world, empathize and recognize like-mindedness. Remove the poison pill. Trump to announce recognition of the State of Palestine to the United Nations. And that will be step one to his getting a Nobel Prize. The other thing is ending the war in Ukraine. He has the power to do that because he controls the purse. But whether he'll do that or not, we don't know. Anyways, the focus here is mainly at long last a grave injustice done to the Palestinian people by us is righted by us. God bless.